Do you know what time it is? It's time to get crafting, so let's go get started. So in today's episode, we're going to cover 12 ways that we can use these wood round ornaments from Hobby Lobby. So they are $2.99 for a package of 6, but they are half off, so that makes them $1.50. So we're going to pay $3 for all 12 of the wooden ornaments in today's video. So the first one, we're going to start out with some craft paper that is like wrapping paper. This also came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to put some of my Elmer's glue down on my wood ornament, and I'm using my vinyl scraper, and I'm just making sure that it gets a good hold, and then I'm going to cut out any excess, and then I'm going to use my sanding block to get any of the leftover paper on there. It comes off super easy with the sanding block. And then I got these cute little gingerbread stickers at Hobby Lobby, and I think that they were about $2.50 for the pack, but they kind of reminded me of buttons, but they are sticky on the back. I am using some hot glue just to give them a little bit more hold, but I'm going to put about 4 on there, and they match the little polka dots of our ornament. And then here's the first one styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. So for our second project, we're going to take some wrapping paper, and this was just some wrapping paper I had on hand. I'm pretty sure this came from a garage sale, but I am totally into vintage Santa, so I really loved this one. But you could use any wrapping paper. The Dollar Tree has lots of good selections of wrapping paper, so if you want to check those out, you could use those as well. Walmart also had some 98-cent wrapping paper, which is less than the Dollar Tree. So I'm using my Elmer's glue stick again, and I'm just going to adhere my wrapping paper on here. I am going to go ahead and take some red paint, and we're going to cover that top part here at the end, but we're just using the scraper again to get a good hold. And since this wrapping paper is pretty thin, I didn't even bother to cut around it. I'm just using the sanding block, and I'm going all around. So it comes right off. You just have to be going in a downward motion so that you're not ripping it towards you, and it will come right off like you cut it with some scissors or an X-Acto knife. This is an awesome trick to use when you're going around an edge with this thin paper. So I'm just using folk art chalk paint here, and I'm covering the top little section, and then here it is styled for you guys. I really loved this one. I think this one might have been my favorite, but you guys know I love vintage Santa, so here he is styled for you guys. Our third idea is to use a gift bag, and I got these mini gift bags at Walmart. They came in a pack of 3, so we're just going to go ahead and cut out the front section. I'm just cutting right down the middle of the gift bag. We're going to want to open up this section of the gift bag so we can lay our wooden ornament on top of it and trace it around. If you don't open it up on these mini gift bags, it's not quite big enough. But we're going to go ahead and cut it out, and then we're going to glue it on to the front here. Super simple. We're just using a glue stick, and we're going to adhere it there. I also painted the top little topper of this one green to match the green trees. I really love how this one turned out, and I love gift bags. I have a whole video of where I use some Walmart gift bags, so if you want to check that video out, it'll be at the end screen and down in my description box. But here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. Idea number 4 is going to be fabric, and I of course couldn't do an ornament without fabric, but I picked this up at Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off, and it's like a baking theme for Christmas. I'm going to do the same general idea that I did for the wrapping paper, and I'm just using a pen here and tracing around. I didn't want to use a marker because I didn't want it to bleed through to the other side of the fabric because it is pretty thin. Then I'm just going to take some scissors and cut that out. And then, I don't know if you guys knew this, but this is a total hack here, but you can use an Elmer's glue stick with fabric. It even says so on the glue stick. So we're just going to add our glue onto our ornament. I painted the topper of this one red to match the fabric, and here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this hack. For idea number 5, we're going to paint this one, and we're going to start out with some antique Waverly wax that we're just going to paint on and wipe off, and then I'm going to do my cute face. So I am making a gingerbread man here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start painting his eyes. Now, if you are afraid to do any kind of faces, there are some really simple faces on Pinterest that you can look up and kind of copy. The fun thing about faces is they become unique because not every face looks the same. If you're somebody who's really, a pro at that, then your faces might end up actually looking similar to the ones that you constantly do, but they might not look the same as somebody else's, which is what I really love about painting on things and doing faces. But I just added some black circles, and then I used the end of my paintbrush to give a little bit of the white for his eyes, and then I'm using some red paint for his nose and back to the black paint for his mouth, and I just painted on just like a squiggly line here. And then you could use a Sharpie here too if you didn't want to use a paintbrush or you don't feel as confident with a paintbrush. A Sharpie or a paint marker would work great here. So then I'm going to take my red paint again, and I'm just going to go over some of his cheek area right by where his mouth is, and then to finish it off, which is the best part, I'm using some puff paint to go around to give him his icing. But here he is. Let me know what you think about this one. Idea number 6 is super easy. All we're going to do is add some greenery, and you can add any greenery that you like to yours. I like the frosted greenery look, and I think mine came from Dollar General. But all I'm going to do is use my wire cutters, and I'm going to cut off just individual leaves here. That way it's easier to glue onto my ornament. So this is frosted, meaning that it has some glitter on it, and it was really messy. Like once I finally got it all glued onto the ornament, I had to kind of blow it off a little bit. But you're just going to take some hot glue. This is like the most easiest thing, and glue it up at the top. I did go ahead and use almost the entire pick. This was like a leftover piece from another project too. So I just went ahead and used what I had left, and then I put the red berries on top, and then that is it. Super simple. You could add a bow here if you wanted to, but I was going for simplicity today, so I did not add a bow. But here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. For idea number 7, we're going to create a reindeer, and we're going to take our antique Waverly wax and cover our whole ornament, including the topper, and then we're going to take a paper towel and just wipe out any excess Waverly wax. Now, if you don't have the wax, you can always get folk art wax, or you can use brown paint added with water, and it works just as well as a stain. So I'm using these little star cutouts that came from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to add them up here at the top. It's going to be our reindeer's ears, and then we're going to add a very simple face here. Now you could get more detailed if you wanted to, but I'm just using the end of my paintbrush to add 2 cute little black eyes. I go ahead and glue on on a bell that I got from the Dollar Tree for his nose. And then we're going to add a very cute little green bow up at the top that is just tied as an awareness bow. And then here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. For idea number 8, we're going to be using stencils, and this one's kind of a vintage inspired, but I took this teal color, covered it on the entire ornament, and then I have these really cute little stencils that you can make for lots of different ornaments, and I got these from Amazon, so I will link those down in the description box, but they're super cute. I want to say that you get about 12 of them, and they are all different little things, and they're pretty detailed, so you can make a really cute set of ornaments with these, but we're just using some white folk art chalk paint and our stencil brush from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to go over the entire stencil with our white paint, and that is it. Super simple. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Idea number 9, we're going to use a Christmas card, and I had a whole video where I use Christmas cards to make Christmas decor, so if you want to check that out, it'll be down in my description box, but we're just going to lay the ornament on top of our card into the desired area that we want it. So I wanted to get a good amount of the stockings. I didn't really want any of the other parts of the card, so I just picked the section that I wanted, and I'm just going to go ahead, cut it out, use my trusty glue stick, and I'm going to put glue stick all over the back of it and glue it onto my ornament. So I did paint the topper of this one with my green folk art chalk paint, and then this one turned out pretty awesome. I really loved the look of this one, and it's so simple. And really easy to make. You can make a whole collection of these with matching cards, or and you can make them vintage by going over it with some antique Waverly wax or something like that. But here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. For idea number 10, we're going to use some vinyl, and I also got these cute little cutouts from Hobby Lobby. So we're just going to lay the vinyl on top of our ornament, and I went ahead and just kind of pre-cut out a size of it so I could have like a good working area. And then I went ahead and I poked it into the little pieces up at the top so we can see the whole hanger. Use my scraper to go around so I get a really good hold, and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and go around and cut off any excess vinyl. So my X-Acto knife I think needs to be sharpened, or I need a new blade because it's a little bit harder to get through the vinyl, but you should be able to get through it pretty well, and you want to drag it towards you so you're not tearing any of it. Then I covered the top of it with some white folk art chalk paint. I got these snowflakes at Hobby Lobby. Using my glue stick again, I'm just going to glue it to the front of the ornament. It is purple, but it does dry clear, so just give it a little bit of time to dry, and then here it is styled. I really love how this one turned out. Let me know what you guys think. For idea 11, we're going to use vinyl again, and this is super simple. All we're going to do is trace out our ornament onto our vinyl. This vinyl came from Hobby Lobby. They have like a Christmas pack, and you get all kinds of different plaids. I really like this plaid, and I've used these in a couple other videos that I did as well. I got all kinds of videos to share with you guys today, but if you want to see my vinyl video, I will link that down in my description box as well. But we're just going to use a scraper and our X-Acto knife, and this one's super super easy because that is all we're going to do to it. I did go ahead and match the green in our plaid and paint that at the top of our ornament. But this one's super simple. Kids could do this one, grandkids could do this one. If you're a teacher, your classroom could do this one because this is super easy. Maybe not with an X-Acto knife, but you could definitely get any excess pieces off with sanding blocks or something like that that is more kid friendly. But here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. For idea number 12, we're going to be using stickers, and I'm going to go ahead and paint my ornament green. And then I got these stickers at Hobby Lobby several years ago, but they have so many to choose from, and you can often get them for 50% off. So all I'm going to do is add it to the front, add a cute little bow, and I do add a little bit of white to the top of the hanger part. But here it is styled. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I hope you're totally feeling inspired to make some DIY ornaments yourself this year. If you want to check out the gift bag video, check it out here. I loved how these turned out, and they were super simple as well and totally high-end looking. As always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends!